Gandhi,
it is unfortunate.
Shailesh Gandhi, how do you look at the political responses that have come before you right now? You said it's a common trail of corruption. Look at the two responses from the political representatives, one in the government, one in the opposition. The opposition was earlier in the government. As a citizen who travels the length and breadth of Mumbai every single day, how do you look at this response?
I would ask both the political representatives to enlist 10 cases where officers have been made to pay for bad infrastructure development. Political people have paid for their corruption. What we have in India is a Protection of Corruption Act in the name of a Prevention of Corruption Act. Protection of Corruption Act has now become so wide that now, in the last 3-4 years, even if a corruption charge is made against a government officer, it cannot be investigated without sanction. Previously, it used to be only for prosecution. Now, even to investigate, nobody can investigate anything. And our judicial system is, of course, such that the powerful and the corrupt get away dragging cases on for years. Let these two representatives give 10 examples in the last 20 years of people who were dismissed from service or who had to pay for this, and 10 contractors who had to pay for their follies. I doubt if they can name a single one. Let's ask for accountability instead of saying it. This is standard word.
All right.
It will be investigated. It will be then the guilty people will be held to account. Nothing happens, and we accept these words, which are meaningless exercises.
You know, Advocate Sushil Vyas, I'll come to you. You can first respond to what Advocate Shailendra Gandhi has, what Mr. Shailendra Gandhi has said. But before you do, I want to ask you one more question. One question. It'll take you exactly 10 seconds to answer. Do you know, sir? I'm sorry to put you in spot, but I'm just generally asking you, do you know by how many percentage the MMRDA's budget has increased over the last 5 years? What percentage? Would you have any idea, a guess?
Budget has been increased.
All right, I'll respond to that.
How many percentage? I'm sorry, I do not know personally about that.
I understand, sir. I will let you know, and I'll let the viewers also know. 400% increase in the allocation. 400% allocation increase in the last 5 years. 400. This is the taxpayers' money going to dogs, quite literally. Advocate Sushil Vyas, do you want to respond to what Mr. Gandhi said?
Yeah. With due respect to Mr. Gandhi, he was holding a very, very responsible post of CIC. He should know how the investigation and how this action accountability has to be fixed. There is a laid down process is laid down. Nobody can bypass the process. Nobody can bypass the procedure which should be adopted in such cases. Now he will agree with me that you can't just blame somebody directly unless you undergo the investigation and there is a procedure. There is some investigation has to be there technically also. So what Mr. Gandhi is expecting from us, that you put someone directly, as a responsible person. See, there is a procedure. You can't bypass the procedure as laid down by the law. You will definitely.
So that's what Mr. Gandhi is asking. Sir, that's what Mr. Gandhi is asking.
You know that how procedure has to be followed.
I read out at least 8 instances, 8 to 10 instances just this year. You have been in power for at least 2.5 years. Can you tell us any 2 contractors, any 2 officials? He asked for 10. I'm asking you for 2 that have been banned, action taken against, given a notice, or their contracts cancelled for the rest of the city because so many lapses happened. At least one of them would be recurring. I mean, I'm just asking you as a very, this is not a journalistic question. I'm asking you as an ordinary citizen's voice. And I'll ask the same question to Pranay Ajmera, but to you, Advocate Sushil Vyas. 2 names. I mean, 2 such instances.
Wherever such things has been, brought to our knowledge. The proper investigation has taken place. The contractor concerned and the officer concerned, definitely they will be penalized, and they must have been penalized. So that action has to be taken by the department concerned and the officer concerned of that department. So we are not in that department, or those officers are not directly under us. So definitely action must have been taken. It's not that action is not taken.